Okay, Phoenix TV, Phoenix Radio. We're here at the Pedeboe border, and we have one of the leaders here. Sir, please tell us your name.
A.Y. Dixon.
A.Y. Dixon.
Yeah.
And so, who are you in this town?
I'm the chairman for Brooklyn Community, Pedeboe
Okay,
International Border.
okay, Pedeboe International Border.
Yes.
So, for those of you watching on the international media, Pedeboe border is the main crossing point
In Maryland
in
County.
Maryland County, and it's the shortest route to go to Harper. And so, tell us, sir. First, let's look at the issue of electricity. And I'm going to just move the camera to the poles. You see there, that's a light pole, and what you see, the transmission lines, you see the power lines, is what comes with the power from Ivory Coast. And we're just going to move over to the other side. So you see there, and these lines transmit power to Harper City and Pedeboe. So back to our man here. Tell us, sir, does this town have electricity?
No electricity at all.
Why? Because we see the lines, we see the LV lines, which means that from here people could get connection. We're just going to move over again. We see some homes already connected. Why is it that you don't have power in your homes at this point?
This situation we've been discussing it for long. From even our sitting Senator Mariah, also Mr. George Proud. From saying we've been talking about the current
George Proud is
building
the superintendent.
is the civil tenant. From saying we've been talking about the current and they've been promising all as they pressing will never see current yet.
So how long now has it been that you've been out of electricity?
From saying the current enter in Maryland County, I now receive current.
Now, driving towards the town along this route, folks, we saw a transformer at maybe about 200 or 300 meters away from here. But what happened to that transformer?
That transformer that decoration they said down there. Decoration.
What do you
To
mean
fool us.
decoration?
To fool us. Because that transformer cannot produce current. From saying it brought it cannot produce current here.
And how long has that transformer been over there?
More than 5 years.
Mm. And are you planning? Maybe have you tried to continue to engage with the county authorities on the power situation here?
Okay, we engage the sitting senator, which is Adam Mariah, and also Nathaniel Toe, and also the present civil now, Mr. Joe Proud, we engage them. Even down to the LEC manager, which is Wally Dennis. From saying they've been promising all up to now, we have not received nothing.
But are they telling you why they maybe why they're not bringing or ensuring that you have electricity?
Well, the issue that there, the last time we went to a meeting to the city hall and they invited LEC, and Wally Dennis then come all they say, they pulled our here, they were not needed current. As the chairman, I was pressing, I asked them questions, say, hey, we not need lead. Lead can pass over all and go to Harper or Pedeboe. But the reason that we're looking at you, because the breaker is with us here, the reason that we're looking at you, we got our brother, our sister, our children in Harper and Pedeboe going to school. So if we stop the current here, it will affect us also. This is why we're looking at you. But in that little say we want to be in the darkness and look at current to pass over all and go in Harper and Pedeboe.
Mm.
And
So
from that time up to now, they have been promising us. Up to now, we are not seeing current.
what are you planning to do now? Because according to you, you've been in darkness for 5 years now, about 5 years. Harper and Pedeboe have electricity. What are you planning to do?
My plan is, if we promise them, the LEC people will promise them, from here to Christmas, we will not get current to the border. In Harper and Pedeboe, it will be no current there. Everybody will be in darkness. Then we know the importance of darkness. And number two, they play that the international border that enter from Africa to Liberia that enter in Maryland County. And this is why the current pass and go Harper and Pedeboe. And they place it in the darkness. They have forgot to know some people children that they take from Maryland from the very country they bring here, they will be in the darkness. And one parable I want to give. If you're in the kingdom, Lake Kino, you the parable for Lake Kino. If the Kino buzz when water get inside, everybody that eat that Kino will be affected. they forget to know. The parable I will put it also people will know. The place here is the international border between Africa and Liberia, especially Maryland is the international border. If anything happen here to the border land, we don't get there where no current. Before they come to the cell, the water already enter in Hapo and Privo. Who they will have bring? Let alone that security by itself.
Now
They
let's
forget to know.
let's look at the cellular network, the cell phone companies. Do you have a reliable connection for cell phones to other parts of the county and other parts of Liberia? Say Lone Star, MTN, and Orange. Do you have coverage here?
No nowhere as the way you're talking to me here. When we finish talking, say, crowd, when you see nowhere you're able to make communication here, then you must change my name. We don't have all the people that you're talking about, we don't have no nowhere here.
Let's look at security. The place is dark, even though we have the high tension. I think we have 33,000 volts being transmitted to Hopper and Pedeboe from La Côte d'Ivoire as part of the West Africa Power Pool project. Security. We also heard that in the past, some armed Ivorians, and that was during the Ellen Johnson regime, some armed Ivorian soldiers, up to 45, crossed into Liberia. What do you think this makes of security, and what are your concerns for security?
It's what true, because Liberia security, especially, we are in peace. So our security that to the border, they are not well equipped. So in darkness, you can't hold left and say you're serving God duty. So we are surprised we're here last night. It was round by 1 and 2. To our surprise, one security friend came visit her. In that process, she came us out to unit, and we are surprised she saw this group of people. So before we get concerned, when we get us out, we receive 45 armed men in our security
Soldiers from Ivory Coast.
from Africa. When we ask, gentlemen, what happened? They say, no, we have to receive ex-combatants from Liberia that are going Africa that we can't receive, and they call us. But the security, we don't know nothing about it. So they put cross unbeknown to us, and they was around the area, to our surprise.
Now, back to the power situation. We're hearing also, and you've said that you're not going to partake in the midterm election, which is set for December 8th, because you don't have electricity. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's true that we didn't want to say it, and we are plenty. From Pedeboe Bora to Yokuri, to Pedeboe, to 1212, to Barrican, to Old Lady Town, to Sedican. The current that we're talking about, it passed through all those towns there, and no current system to those places. So we are taking why we are not Liberian or we are not Maryland. So the election that we have in now, where they put running, when you bring father away, but when I get there, if that day reach, you must have yourself blame.
So you're not going to vote?
Nothing.
Wow.
We planned it already.
Okay, and we have like 20 more days to the December 8th election. In closing, sir, what's the final word? Because this video is going to be on the international social media. What word would you want to send out to President George Weah of Liberia?
Okay, we are appealing to the man. He must remember that Pedeboe International Border is the main entry in Maryland County. And he must get concerned that there's no current, and from same we've been talking, the current enter in Maryland, no current here. So we back him, we hold info, he must bring current. And the only senator that promised us now, what we're looking at, is Jim Ballin that tell us say before the election, by the grace of God, we'll have current here. So we're still waiting up to him. Because it's the promise that he made to us. He said, by the grace of God, we must have current here. And we'll have life hope. Maybe he will do it for us. But when he not do it for us, well, our discussion, not taking part in the election, is only start. But number two, all of other in this community then, Christmas and New Year, maybe they will carry us and pack us in Harper jail. Because the current year will not get on. Every one of us will be in darkness.
Okay, tell us your name once more, sir, and who are you in this town?
I'm A.Y. Dixon, community chairman for Pedeboe International Border.
Thank you very much. So, folks viewing from wherever, what you see there is the check the Liberian security post that houses the joint security, and from all indications, you don't see any electric wire running into that building at night. We hear that the place is dark, and it's obviously going to stay so. And so we're going to leave it there. And thanks very much for watching wherever you are. My name is Rochford Gardner for Phoenix FM and Phoenix TV, the voice of Tupman University.